Mr. Thornton, I'm glad you were able to make it. I have the information you requested.
Glad to hear it, Mr. Surkov.
Sergei, please. With that outfit you're wearing, I almost didn't see you come in. Are you planning to sneak out of here once you speak to me?
I thought I'd wait until your back is turned, then hide against the wall.
Understood. Mr. Thornton, Michael. As I said, I was able to track down the information you requested. After reading your dossier, however, I had a proposal for you.
I'm in a hurry. Send the intel to my PDA and let's leave it at that.
Very well. I will have the information sent to you. And thank you again for saving my life, Michael.
Whoa there, big guy. Didn't see you there. You been there the whole time?
My apologies. Champion Chick is here to see me, Mr. Thornton. If you are going after Braco, then I am in need of protection while you're away.
Nothing better than a walking wall, I guess. That medal for real?
Champion Chick won it in the Olympics. Boxing, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I won some too. In shooting and martial arts. Have fun, you two.
So you and Surkov met at the embassy during the attack.
I could have timed it better had I known the VCI was planning to assault the place.
But you survived, even if many of the Marines stationed at the embassy did not. An unfortunate coincidence. Who knew those mercenaries would choose that moment to attack?
It was my fault. I don't think it was a coincidence. I'm sure my arrival provoked it somehow.
Now don't be down on yourself. No one knew the embassy was going to be attacked, did they?
Someone did.
Well, I hear most of the Marines died doing their duty, and the VCI suffered some casualties, I imagine, but probably not much. But you handled yourself exceptionally well. You must have had help. You're truly a skilled agent, Mr. Thornton. But one man against several highly trained squads? No, the odds aren't that good.
Sometimes the best method is to send a man in alone. Good help is hard to find, and it usually slows me down anyway. Something wrong?
No. But remind me not to play poker with you. Well, if it hadn't been for that attack in Moscow, I doubt if anyone would have known you were in the city. You certainly kept a low profile.
I'm not in broadcasting or marketing, so that shouldn't surprise you.
I don't know. It seems you still make an impression on the fairer sex, no matter what the age difference is.
What are you talking about?
Z. In mercenary circles, she's something of an old reliable.
Is that why she's on your payroll?
Ah, so you backtracked that, did you? Very good. But back to the reason you were at the embassy. Surkov.
Yeah, I sort of expected more from ex-KGB when I met him, but maybe that's part of his charm.
So you know about his past?
Yep, him going legit, starting his corporation. Sorry, corporations. Trying to bring capitalism to Russia, the whole bit.
I see. You didn't seem to have much trouble getting information out of Surkov. I imagine you two had a cordial talk while the bullets were flying.
He cooperated. I think he appreciated the fact I acted like a professional. I don't know if he fully trusted me then, but...
But he did tell you who had the Hellbeck missiles. And he gave you a name.
Yes. Konstantin Braco.
Ah, Braco. What is it about the younger generation? At least Surkov was a businessman. They pretend to obey the law. But Constantine, now there's a story I'd like to hear. Up-and-coming Russian mobster meets rogue American agent. What could the two of you possibly talk about?
How video killed the radio star.
Breaking news from Moscow this morning. Last night, the United States Embassy was the victim of a terrorist attack. According to eyewitnesses speaking exclusively to INN, the attackers were well armed and struck with military precision. Thus far, no group has stepped forward to take credit for the attack.
Russian FSB spokesmen have not released many details of the incident, but have assured the press that they are cooperating closely with American agents on the scene. The death toll is believed to be somewhere near 50, although a final tally will not be possible until a full report is released later this month.
Reports that Sergei Surkov, a Muscovite entrepreneur and reputed former leader of the Russian mob, was the actual target of the assault, remain unconfirmed at this time. However, sources have claimed Surkov was present at the embassy on the night of the attack. Mr. Surkov could not be reached for comment.
In technology news, a string of hacker attacks have recently struck the U.S. Department of Defense. The attacks have been described as internet terrorism, repeated attempts to break into the department's systems in order to steal or corrupt valuable data. Government investigators have alleged that most of these hacking attempts have originated in mainland China, although the Chinese government has denied any connection to the attacks. I'll investigate this topic further in the upcoming 5-part series, Terror on the Internet. Is your data safe?
In fashion news, designer Robin Goulet's latest show in New York was greeted with surprisingly mixed reviews.
The focal point of the show was the controversial theme of ruined beauty. Models dressed in Goulet's latest designs would stroll to the end of the runway, where they were actually drenched in real pig blood.
Well, many did find it outrageous, some less so. Fans of the designer called it a, quote, new and breathtaking twist in fashion, while critics called it, quote, gaudy, overblown, and completely gross. And various animal rights groups picketed the show, claiming it was, quote, disrespectful to the suffering of fellow creatures.
In response to these protests, Goulet labeled the protesters as stupid dumbfaces who needed to get the F over themselves, end quote.
Known that kids enjoy candy, but what are some of the downsides to this link? A recent study by scientists at the
Pleasure cruisers on the Moscow River received a shock this morning when they discovered an empty yacht floating unattended on the river.
talk about your
So if you're going after Braco, you can either sneak in or hit the front gate guns blazing. Whichever you choose, I suggest you not go in alone.
Already got both options covered, and I've got company.
What do you mean? Where are you?
Inside Braco's compound. Albatross was nice enough to leave an opening for me.
Mike, the mansion security systems are a little dated.
So's the decor.
I think I can tap into the surveillance systems and use it to track down Braco or the Helbeck data. This whole place is wired on one circuit.
Tune into Braco, see where he's at.
All right. I found Braco. Patching it through to your headset. It doesn't sound like he's alone.
What, he's entertaining guests?
No. I think he's murdering someone.
Ask you a question, you sit there, I catch you, you sit there, you bore the shit out of me.
Sucker! Go, Scarecrow!
Look at what you're wearing. Fucking scarf, stupid jacket.
Oh man, you'll never guess where I am now.
Arcade, right?
Yeah, how'd you know?
I recognize the sound of Galaxy Invaders. I used to play that all the time in high school. Uh-oh.
What?
They've locked down the room. I'll try to override the system, but you'll have to take them out first.
One high score coming up.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, don't worry about it. Killing them all should solve it.
a shot. On the hunt.
I think I just walked into Braco's bedroom.
Are you sure?
Trust me.
Locating target. Team 2, position. Acquiring target.
How many times I have to let my little friend catch you? You're not going to have any skin left after I'm done with you.
Mike, I think that's Albatross Braco's torturing.
He let himself get captured? I have no idea how he survived in this business so long.
I don't know. But if he talks, he could expose you. But if he doesn't, then he's dead. Mike, from the sound of it, I don't know how much longer he's going to last.
It's either Albatross or the data, then. Great. Damn it. Where's Albatross?
Albatross and Braco are in the mansion's guest house. If I read the signal right. Mike, you don't have much time. All right, Mike. Head through the courtyard, look for the guest house.
Tracking bogies.
Fuck. I'm going to find you. Who's there? To find the real man.
Albatross?
Mike, I'd get up, but I'm in a lot of pain that I'm trying to ignore.
Hold on, Albatross. Let me get you out of there.
Very well.
Can you stand?
I can. I can make it to the exit. Do not let Braco escape. If he uses what he stole from Halbeck...
I know. He won't get away.
Mike, I think Albatross made it out.
Good. It's tougher than I thought.
I've gotten to the perimeter, Mike. Thank you for intervening.
Next time, stick to the headset. Leave assets like Braco.
Who the fuck are you? Where did you come from? And where the fuck are my guards?
Constantine Braco. Keep your hands where I can see them.
Why don't you go fuck yourself? You wanna see my hands? They're right here on my fucking guns.
If we have to do it the hard way, Braco.
Hide like a little bitch? Come out, wherever you are. Ali Action 3, whatever the fuck. Nice try. You're really starting to There you are! Lay down! Do you know how much this suit costs? Come on out, Mikhail. When you bleed like that, you remind me of my first girlfriend. Found you, you punk! Oh yeah! Now it's on! You're really starting to piss me off. Son of a bitch. Bro, quit fucking around and kill him already! What do I pay you for? Somebody! You going to hide like a little bitch? There you are! I'm here to kick ass. Oh, God, mother, puss bucket, fucking, God, funky butt loving.
You're really starting to piss me off. Missed me! Who's that? Found you, you punk! Son of a bitch. Aye. Come on. Oh, when the shark bites with his teeth, brah. Oh, yes, he gets them. Pearly white. You mess with the wrong guy. Wow, I feel like I shoved my brain on an angel's ass. Let's rock and roll. You going to hide like a little bitch? There you are. You're really starting to piss me off. Son of a bitch. Hold on, Mickey. I get back to killing you in just a second. Come on out, Mickey. Come on, tough guy. Hit me with your best shot. You going to hide like a little bitch? Oh yeah! Now it's on! Found you, you punk! Come on out, Mickey. Oh, that's what I needed right there. Son of a bitch. Stand still! These bullets aren't cheap. You're really starting to piss me off. You met. There you are. Come on, how much this suit costs? Come on out, Mickey. Okay. Now it's on. You going to hide like a little bitch? Son of a bitch. When you bleed like that, you remind me of found you, you punk. Out. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Sit down! Hide like a little bitch? What? Where are you hiding? I it's crazy. Oh yeah! Now it's
Son
on.
of a bitch.
Bro, quit fucking around and kill him already! What do I pay you for? There you are! Wait on me! It's all... Oh, that's what I needed right there. Okay, now it's on. You're really starting to piss me off. Found you, you punk!
Son of a bitch.
But when that shark bites with his teeth, crap! Oh yes, he gets them! Tell me why! Lay down! Make it harder on yourself. Come on out, Mikhail. There you are. You're really starting to piss
Son
me
of a
off.
bitch.
Hold on, Mikhail. I get back to killing you in just a sec. Lay down. You going to hide like a bitch? Oh, God, mother, this fucking fuck. Found you, you punk! Come on out, Mickey.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
There you are!
Son of a bitch.
The jacket. Messed up my jacket. Got all this blood on it.
With that color scheme, how can you tell?
Why the fuck did you come here? Did I kill someone you know? Shoot your fucking dog? Fuck your girl?
You'll bleed to death without medical attention, and you're wasting time asking me questions. That's braver than wearing that jacket of yours.
Why are you... Why the fuck are you even here?
And again, with the questions.
Look, I made a mistake before. We can work something out. Not
I hope so. Otherwise I wouldn't have come all this way.
Then, what is it you want? Name it. I'll get it.
I'm tracking Halbeck weapon shipments into Moscow, and all roads lead to you, Braco.
What can I say? Knives are sweet, but rocket launchers and machine guns are pretty ladies. I like to hear them sing.
Then all I have to do is confiscate what you have, and the operation here is over. No more missiles.
Look, this place, that sound system, gifts to you. That shit in my vault, that's only 1 volt I got. I can set you up for life.
If I let you live, you mean?
Yeah, the big if, huh? I wouldn't ask except something about this. You didn't come here to kill me.
Oh, I didn't? What, is this a therapy session now?
Heh! My therapy is chemical, not boring questions and answers about moms and sisters and shit.
Yeah, you must have had a rich family life.
Grew up poor, but I'm not poor now, and I can prove it to you. Look, we can make a deal, you and me. I pay. All you have to do is let me walk out of here. Never see me again. Unless, of course, you need anything else, maybe.
All right, hand over the cash and I never see you again.
I'll give you the funds I have in Moscow. It's all yours. And if you need a job, maybe.
Not a chance, Braco. But don't leave town in case I have more questions.
Whatever you say, boss. I still need to wrap up some loose ends.
So somehow you slipped into the mansion without being detected.
I can neither confirm nor deny your accusation, if the action in question even took place.
And you avoided his security systems, guards, and gained access to his systems.
Assuming I did any of that, is there something wrong?
Hardly. If you were there, and we have evidence you were, then you must have had a good reason. And I'd be curious to know what you found.
I'll bet you would, but I really can't say anything more without a lawyer present, Leyland. Do I get a phone call, or...
Fine. You seem to take pride in being untraceable, Thornton. It's an impressive skill, and one that's wasted in government. Video footage was recovered from the security cameras at the mansion, although not many cameras were left intact.
So why the questions, then? Obviously, you know everything that happened in the mansion already.
Not exactly, because you weren't the only one attacking the place. Just like the embassy.
True. The two missions had a lot in common. Mostly wrong place, wrong time, bad coincidences, all that.
Or perhaps you're not a lone agent after all. There's only so many coincidences that can happen before they stop being coincidences.
Do you think I actually plan these moments? You're giving me a lot of credit for winging it. I'll take the compliment, but trust me, blind luck is more my alley than anything else.
Of course. Whatever the reason, Braco certainly has a way with trespassers. I heard he captured the leader of the attackers. Tortured them.
I wouldn't put it past him. He's got a temper.
So you didn't come across a victim? No signs of anyone being tortured? Nothing you heard or saw?
I did see someone being tortured, but it wasn't my business. My mission was Braco.
Then whoever was being interrogated must have somehow been able to get away when you had your fight with Braco. Or they were rescued.
Maybe. And maybe whoever rescued them didn't like the thought of leaving someone to die at Braco's hands. But hey, that's just a guess.
Sounds like someone with a code of ethics.
If you're fishing for information, you're wasting your time, Leyland.
Perhaps.
No, more like definitely.
You're a stubborn man, Thornton. So am I. In the end, you found Braco and dealt with him.
Yep. Got the intel I needed, closed the connection, and shut down your shipments. You got nothing.
Yes. How embarrassing for us. Years of work ruined. It'll take us some time to find a new contact in Moscow. If we find one at all. You're thorough, Thornton, I'll give you that. For a minute there, I thought we'd underestimated you. In some respects, I'm glad I was wrong.
Yeah, well, I was just glad to leave Moscow behind.
More mob violence in Moscow earlier this week, as the home of Konstantin Brayko, reported to be the head of one of the most powerful organized crime families in Moscow, was attacked by rival gang members.
Brayko himself was badly injured in the attack and was taken to St. Alesky Hospital for treatment. Police spokesmen say he will be charged as soon as he is well enough to be discharged.
Mr. Brayko had no statement for the press, but as he was being loaded into the ambulance, he was heard to remark that the party responsible for the attack was an expletive American commando cowboy like the expletive offspring of Ronald Reagan and an expletive American ninja. Police spokesmen assure us that they are following all leads, but a source within the hospital stated on condition of anonymity that, quote, the man had enough cocaine in him to make a baleen whale see Jesus.
I guess he never heard of Just Say No.
In technology news, a string of hacker attacks have recently struck the U.S. Department of Defense. The attacks have been described as internet terrorism, repeated attempts to break into the department's systems in order to steal or corrupt valuable data. Government investigators have alleged that most of these hacking attempts have originated in mainland China, although the Chinese government has denied any connection to the attacks. I'll investigate this topic further in the upcoming 5-part series, Terror on the Internet. Is your data safe?
In fashion news, designer Robin Goulet's latest show in New York was greeted with surprisingly mixed reviews.
The focal point of the show was the controversial theme of ruined beauty. Models dressed in Goulet's latest designs would stroll to the end of the runway, where they were actually drenched in real pig blood.
Well, many did find it outrageous, some less so. Fans of the designer called it a, quote, new and breathtaking twist in fashion, while critics called it, quote, gaudy, overblown, and completely gross. And various animal rights groups picketed the show, claiming it was, quote, disrespectful to the suffering of fellow creatures.
In response to these protests, Goulet labeled the protesters as stupid dumbfaces who needed to get the F over themselves, end quote.
Breaking news from Moscow this morning. Last night, the United States Embassy was the victim of a terrorist attack. According to eyewitnesses speaking exclusively to INN, the attackers were well armed and struck with military precision. Thus far, no group has stepped forward to take credit for the attack.
Russian FSB spokesmen have not released many details of the incident, but have assured the press that they are cooperating closely with American agents on the scene. The death toll is believed to be somewhere near 50, although a final tally will not be possible until a full report is released later this month.
Reports that Sergei Surkov, a Muscovite entrepreneur and reputed former leader of the Russian mob, was the actual target of the assault, remain unconfirmed at this time. However, sources have claimed Surkov was present at the embassy on the night of the attack. Mr. Surkov could not be reached for comment.
Terrorism. Still a threat? Authors from best-selling books on terrorism say yes and point to a recent rise in incidents in the Middle East as proof of their claims. Could another incident like 9/11 be in our future? Tune in for our special feature, Terror Threat, Global Terror in Our Backyards.
Getting situated?
Nice place. I kind of hope this operation lasts a while. I could get used to this. Alright, what do we got?
From the information Shahid gave us, it's not clear what the link is between Halbech and Al-Samad in Rome. But it does list the local Al-Samad cell leader, a Jibril al-Bara. But...
You know, you have this really cute way of broadcasting trouble with your tone.
it's part of my charm.
What's the problem?
There's a CIA listening post here in Rome, and it's pretty well staffed. They're definitely running a search on you. Huh. And Al-Samad, it looks like.
What's their chance of tracking us down?
I don't know. You could try to stay below the radar, but that doesn't really seem to be your strong suit.
I could try to talk to them, explain what happened in Saudi Arabia.
I don't think that'll work, Mike. They have orders to detain you, and if you resist, you are on their most wanted list.
So we'll have to be extra covert when carrying out this covert op, which will make finding the Al-Samad cell even harder.
There may be another way to get information we need on Al-Samad and Halbech. It looks like there's an NSA Echelon listening post in Rome. You might be able to access that and use their database to do our hunting for us. It looks like it's in a gelato shop.
You've got to be kidding me.
Stranger things have happened.
So those are my options? Disarm the listening post, tap into the NSA computer, or make a straight run for Al-Bara? What about Halbech? What's their tie here?
There's nothing about it in Shahid's records. So I did a check of Halbech employees and ex-employees in Rome. One recent arrival came to the top that I think is worth looking into. Conrad Marburg.
What do you have on him?
Not much. He seems to avoid the spotlight. He's not showing up on many sites or search results.
Alright, so what's Marburg's tie to Halbech?
He doesn't have one, at least as of a year ago. He was actually chief of security, but then apparently transferred to working as a contractor for the Veteran Combat Initiative.
That's the same organization that Z works for.
Oh, joy.
She may know something that could help us.
Unless you need advice on implants, I wouldn't bother.
Alright. You got a picture of Marburg?
Sending it to your screen now. His dossier doesn't have much on him, and some of the early details seem sketchy to me. Mike, what's wrong?
Something tells me Marburg's our real problem. But let's figure out the Al-Samad connection first. They're a little more knee-jerk than Halbech.
Do you think Shahid will help?
I'm certain, especially if Halbech's involved. I'll contact him, see what I can find out about Al-Bara.